If you believe that you're being investigated for a sex crime, I can't stress the importance that you contact an attorney immediately. These cases can have drastically different results depending on how quickly you respond to your situation. It is imperative that you immediately don't talk about your situation with anybody except an attorney. I don't care if that's a friend, a family member, a wife. You do not talk about your circumstances with anyone. Any statements that you make to other people can be used against you. Of course, there are limited exceptions as it comes to spousal immunity and privilege, but even those in some circumstances aren't absolute. So it is important that you only speak with an attorney. As a very experienced sex crime attorney, I would tell you that the first thing that we need to do is understand exactly what you're being accused of. When a client first contacts me, they want to immediately fill me in on what's going on. And it'll give me a general idea of what I'm dealing with. But what really matters is what the accuser is saying. So one of the first steps that I take is I immediately reach out to the law enforcement agency or investigator that is handling the case. And my goal is not to immediately deny the offense. My goal is not to immediately tell them our side of the story. The goal is to get information. And what I often tell clients is you never assert a defense without knowing exactly what you're being accused of. So a client might come in and say, I'm being accused of doing this sexual crime. Well, I want to know what day it happened on. I want to know exactly what they're saying that you did to commit the crime. I want to know who they've told this to, when they reported it. Was there a rape kit examination? I want to know all of these things before we even start to talk about what our side of the story is. You never assert a defense without knowing exactly what you're being accused of. So our first goal in any sex crime investigation is to send a letter of representation to the detective, officer, whatever agency might be handling it. Sometimes it's Children Protective Services as well. It hasn't reached law enforcement yet. So that I can make contact with them and learn about what exactly the accusations are. Because what has happened in previous cases is that you'll assert your defense, and then when they go back to re-examine the accuser, they'll say, well, it couldn't have happened this way because he's saying he was out of town at that time. Are you sure it wasn't this date? And they just changed their story. You want them to lock themselves into whatever the accusation that they're making. So you never assert a defense without knowing exactly what you're being accused of.